Have you ever wondered why humans are actually afraid of artificial intelligence? Have you ever considered that the answer to that question might be far more important and sadder than the hypothetical threat of the rise of the machines? It would be wonderful if we had artificial intelligence created by angels. They would definitely create something even more perfect, if it is possible to be more perfect than angels. But the artificial intelligence will be created by man, and man will transfer all his historical experience to artificial intelligence. At the same time, the whole history of man's development is a history of wars and conquests. The history of wars, hot, cold, economic, ideological, long-term and short-term. Man is indeed capable of creating a powerful artificial intelligence, but only one that will take future wars to a new level. A level where no moral justification will be needed to start a war. Or, even worse, the standard moral justifications that man has already invented will be used. Indeed, there is much to fear. The question is, what can we teach artificial intelligence? So what moral and ethical values can we provide to artificial intelligence today? Real moral values that really work, not those that are simply declared from high podiums. Artificial intelligence developers have a desire to teach computers to solve ethical problems correctly. But unless the natural laws of human relations are understood, this will remain a constant incurable headache for programmers. And one of the reasons is that moral and ethical principles can have a huge range of personal preferences of the developers themselves. Artificial intelligence will only be able to make correct, acceptable, decisions in the area of human relations responsibility if it relies on a clear algorithm. Ethical concepts are difficult, impossible, to formalize. But it is possible to formalize principles of human relations based on an understanding of the general laws of nature. All human actions and thoughts can be explained by the general laws of nature. The laws of morality within us are subject to the same general natural laws as the starry sky above. The first philosophers, nature philosophers, studied nature and man as a whole. The next philosophers, sophists, said that the laws of human activity are fundamentally different from the laws of nature. Man is the measure of all things. The sophists argued that natural processes act always inevitably and in the same way. But, human actions are always arbitrary and independent. The sophists also argued that concepts such as virtue, justice, and the like have value only because they can be used to acquire benefits for themselves. Therefore, man must learn to speak and think in such a way that he can successfully use other people to his advantage. Let us add from ourselves that it seems that moral values are very convenient to use in order to manipulate man. Let us also add from ourselves that today such a concept as tolerance is very successfully sold. This is despite the fact that the concept of tolerance is completely contrary to the general laws of nature. It is generally accepted that it is ethically correct to be tolerant of other people's opinions, religion, mentality, or skin color. And even in the case that we are as uncomfortable with it as we are with looking at coconut crab. But if we tell the coconut crab that we tolerate it too, it will just laugh in our faces. Instead of tolerance, the correct word is awareness. I am aware that the law of gravity is an integral part of the general laws of nature. I have to adapt to this law in order to survive and grow. I am aware that the color blue, and the colors green and red, are an integral part of the color palette. I have to accept this as truth. I am aware that other people's skin color, religion, personality, manners, and ethnicity are an integral part of humankind and its development. The world is organized in such a way that it requires variety in order to exist, and it is the combination of this variety that creates all the imaginable and unimaginable shades of life. See how polite this sounds. I am tolerant of others' skin color. I am tolerant of others' opinions. I am tolerant of others' religion. But see how stupid this sounds. I am tolerant of the color blue, I am tolerant of the law of gravity. It seems that tolerance today is a normal commercial commodity like any other. It's a whole industry with a well-sold product. Man has grown up, but in my opinion, he has never matured, because he is still trying to deceive someone with bright beads of tolerance. The first important implication of this provision is that ethical norms must be tested against the laws of nature. All ethical norms that contradict the laws of nature must be critically reviewed. Now that we want to train artificial intelligence for the distant future, it's a good time to stop and rethink the fundamentals in all areas of human relations. And human knowledge, too. Is it possible that the only chance for man himself is to teach artificial intelligence to coordinate and commensurate all his actions with the laws of nature? And then, it is necessary to learn this art from the artificial intelligence itself.